Nice, Miller.
Shape.
No, Mandy today?
No, she's here. She,
Ah.
Lock him in the
she's
room.
on her. She's on her program and not the birthday program for me. So that's what I'm struggling with. Right Hello, welcome to Week 9 NFL Big Pick 4, the show where the NFL handicapping experts, Big Danny D and Big Brian B, the Buru, will give you the best 4 picks for this coming Sunday's NFL games, to include the Big D guarantee from Dan and the Big B guarantee from Brian. Brian has been struggling. He must wear the Buru bag when
No,
giving
no, no, no.
guarantee picks.
No, wait. No. If we go
Oh,
0
only during
4.
his pick.
Only if you go 0 4, Scott. When you go 0 4.
No, his guarantee pick, he has to wear.
Oh, I'll wear it for the guarantee. All right, I'll wear it for the guarantee pick. But if I'm not doing the guarantee pick yet.
I know. I'm still showing the back
Get
to
it
the
out of
audience.
here. Get it out of here. Dan, get
He's showing a Buru bag.
If anyone
But-
wants to see a 32-year-old man act like a 6-year-old, here you go.
No, you're the one acting like it's
No, don't do it, Dan.
No, because he said, "When I
Way.
do my pick? When I
You
do
hurt
my
my
pick?"
feelings. No, mommy, he knocked over my milk.
Oh, I have an opening statement. I have an opening statement. All right, Scott. My opening.
Well, I just have to say to caveat this is that he cried about the big underdog, and I told him he could have taken that as his guarantee if he wanted to, right? But he chose to stick with the Jets. Okay, now let's have your opening statement.
Yes, I know we said in the beginning of the year we weren't going to have any political statements, but I would just like to make my political statement before we vote on Tuesday.
Oh my God! All right, break out the
no,
crickets.
No. I'm just gonna don't. I just want to say that if you want to vote for a sleazy car salesman, then vote for Mitt Romney. But if you want to vote for a true leader that has a backbone, then vote for Barack Obama on Tuesday.
Vote for Gary Johnson, who believes in freedom. Thank you.
Hey, that was quick on the cricket here. A little quick on the.
Yes, exactly.
Hey, we had 30 viewers last week. So if each one of those people tell them to vote for Barack Obama, that's like 6 degrees of separation. That is what is that called? An inverted pyramid.
I think there's 6 degrees separation between your brain and the nerve endings that can attach it together. Ah.
All right. You must have just got this sound effect this week.
No, actually, folks, this is real. Brian is really farting right now.
We've got to be the dumbest team in America in terms of playing the game.
Never mind. Now we must have the horn. Penalty. Illegal announcement.
Thank you.
Buru.
Yeah, that's
20
going to happen.
push-ups.
Yeah, we tried to get him to do that in the park, and he wouldn't do it.
That's
Be
because
assessed.
you guys are going to be making fun of me. If it was just me and Ed, I would have done it.
Yeah, right.
And it was 30. It was 30. No, it was 30
Actually,
push-ups in 2 minutes.
5 minutes.
No, it wasn't 5. Dan's a liar.
No, we will give you 5
Dan
minutes, and he would have gotten
is
50
a
bucks for
liar.
it too. And we're all going to go to the park and watch him do
No,
it. He crapped
no,
out.
no.
Oh, it's too hot.
No.
Oh, it's too much wind.
It was
Someone might see
$50,
me
which
there.
is
True, Dan's right. But it was 2 minutes. It was 30 push-ups in 2 minutes, and Dan's a lying sack of
I
shit.
thought you had 5 minutes.
No, because Dan likes to make me look bad. That's a little secret for
That's what
everybody
Ed
out there.
told me. Ed told me
It
5
wasn't
minutes.
because Ed likes to make me look bad too.
All right,
It was
whatever.
2 minutes.
All right, so the recap of last week, except for the Buru guarantee, was pretty damn good.
Yeah.
3 out of
Come
4.
on, Buru. We need you to get your act together. We need some wins out of you.
The Jets get blown out as a -1 favorite. The rest of them were in the clear. The Big O comes through. Any comments from last
Yeah,
week?
I'm doing well. 7-1 the last 2 weeks. That's
Almost
pretty
at
good.
500.
We're 15, 16-1, I believe. We're coming back. Yeah, we're doing good. I mean, need the big B here to start getting better. But there's still plenty of season left. And if the
A
big
little
D keeps
encouragement.
going,
Little
yeah,
encouragement
yeah,
here,
that's what I'm
right?
saying. Come on. Like a
Listen,
coach. We
I'm
need a
not gonna get
clipboard
better
to
if
break
you
it
guys-
over your head
I'm
here.
not going to get better if you guys keep shining a light on the fact that I'm 2-5.
Yeah, well, listen, it's only the first half. Maybe go 5-2 the second half. And if the big B keeps going on his course that it's going on, have a good season. We'll be like, try to get
Yeah, our
to
goal
58,
is
60%.
60%, right, Scott?
So we're about 500 now, so we have a chance to go 60% the rest of the way, and we'll be there.
Yeah, if we can go 60%, I'd be happy with 60%.
I mean, my goal is like 3 out of 4, occasional 4 out of 4, and maybe an occasional 2 out of 4. But
Well,
Yeah.
well, the
Oh,
thing
for
is,
four.
though,
And
you
the
gotta
one
stop
threes are
that.
bad, too.
well, the thing is, though, we got off to such a bad start that 60% would be good.
Yeah.
So this week's Vag of the Week, culminating with the Vaggie Award presented at the Super Bowl show. But if he keeps picking entire teams, that's going to get
Well, we'll just
expensive.
go
if we
to,
have to send
Well, no,
trophies
Dan's rich.
What-
Wait, Dan
yeah,
is
Dan.
rich.
entire teams.
We'll just go to south of the border and pick up some
right.
of those cheap toys they have there
Rich
and
Jew-
hand them out. But anyway, this week's Vag of the Week is Eagles defensive end Jason Babin, who, while he might have a point, was crying about the fans' vulgar behavior and language they were using, yelling at the team after a disgraceful effort this past Sunday. Now, granted, I'm sure the fans might have crossed the line, but you have to understand, it was a rainy afternoon, a hurricane's coming, and they're sitting there watching this awful game, getting drunk with nothing else to do. What else are they going to do? They're going to yell and scream at the team. I mean, what do you expect?
And Babin's making millions of dollars. He signed on for this. He knows that when you go to
I
a
mean,
football game and you play
this-
like shit, you're gonna
the
get
other
booed.
problem is,
and people are gonna
Yeah,
say
but-
expletives.
sure, but the other thing is, though, he's going to bring attention on himself. They're just going to kill him the next time
Oh,
they have
yeah,
a home
sure.
game, and he does anything wrong, he's going to hear it. I mean, the best strategy would have been just to shut up, let it go, and that's it. Instead, he had to put in his mouth. Now he's going to give you more ridicule for it. He's being ridiculed on radio. He's going to be ridiculed at the games. It's stupid, as Governor Christie's favorite word was this week. But anyway, so for that reason, because he's a baby and he's crying, Jason Babin's the big badge of the week.
even as much as I wasn't a fan of McNabb, and he got booed all the time, they would always ask McNabb about the fans, and he would always say they were good fans. He never ever threw the fans under the bus, and he was the one that could have.
Yes, and that's the
he was very
mistake.
classy.
You do not throw the fans under the bus,
Yeah.
regardless of how ridiculous and obnoxious their behavior is. Which he might be right. They might have said some things they shouldn't say. But as I said, it's a
You don't do
rainy,
that.
chilly, hurricane afternoon, and the game stinks, and everyone's getting drunk. What do you expect with a bunch of drunk guys yelling? Them to say, "Good job, you guys
Yeah.
are great. We'll get them next
Yeah.
time.
Woo, 30 to 17, great job.
Come on, guys, you'll get them next time. Come on, Jason, give me a break."
Yeah.
I mean,
It's like-
what a baby.
I thought you were going to pick the.
Yeah,
Who
but
was
he
it?
said the official
D'Angelo
said some
Hall
stuff
going
to him
after the
too.
ref.
So, there's more to that story. I mean, you couldn't see what the official was saying because of the camera angle. So we don't know what the whole truth is there. And at the end of the game anyway, the game was over. He had enough.
I have an honorary badge of the week. My fellow coworker Greg Foy was complaining about being the man violation from last week, and he wanted me to rescind that. So he is an honorary badge of the week.
But thanks, Greg, for watching and paying attention.
I told you not to be stupid, you moron.
So, moving on to the first combined pick for week
All right,
9.
our first combined
Let's
pick
have it,
this week
Big
is
Danny
Miami
D.
at Indianapolis. Indianapolis is a home dog at +1. And I'm taking Indianapolis this week. Indianapolis has played well at home. I believe they've won 3 out of 4 home games so far this season. I believe the only loss was to no, they beat the Packers, didn't they? I don't remember. Whatever, it doesn't matter.
They beat the Packers, yeah.
They beat the Packers. They beat the I forget what the other team is. They beat a couple weeks ago, Cleveland.
Yep.
But they only lost to Jacksonville, which was kind of a ridiculous loss.
Yeah, that was a touchdown at the end of the game by that
And
Jacksonville
they beat
receiver.
Minnesota at home, and Minnesota's
Yeah.
a good team. So I like the way Andrew Luck played last week. I think he grew up a little bit against Tennessee, making some of those throws he did
Yeah.
in that overtime. An unnamed source, who will remain nameless, said that Miami has lost 9 straight games after beating the Jets. So, and because the spread is low, it's only 1, and because Indianapolis is the dog, I am taking Indianapolis. I feel everything's at their advantage this week.
Can I add something in here? I know it's not my pick here, but Dan brought up a good point. This is what one of our first home dogs we
Yes,
picked in
it's
a
a
while.
home dog.
So I'd like to point out that we're starting to change our strategy a little bit, and in this case, we're picking a home dog. I think we realized home field advantage is really important. We've gotten screwed a lot by picking against home teams playing
particularly
home.
this year, it seems like home field has really meant a lot more than
Yeah.
it has. And Indianapolis played well at home, and this is
And they're
Miami's. I think they're like their 4th or 5th road game in the last 6 games. They play a lot on the
Yeah.
road. They had a bye thrown in there
And
somewhere
it's
too.
indoors, it's gonna be loud.
It's indoors, going to be loud. Another travel week, and as I said, they lost 9 straight games after defeating the Jets. So, and
That's
it's a
good.
1 spread.
It's good.
And Indianapolis, I think, plays really well at home. So,
And we should also bring up the low spread again. How it's
Yes.
basically a pick 'em game.
yeah, it is.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
So,
For all those, yeah, that's good.
yep.
So there you have it. Your first pick is in the book. Pick your Colts. And let's have the second
All right,
combined pick.
the second combined
B.
pick is Washington. It's Carolina at Washington. Washington is favored by 3 points. I'm saying pick Washington. They are the home favorite. One thing that's interesting that this morning on Pinnacle, it was. You all right?
Yo,
This morning on Pinnacle, Dan brought it into work, and it was 3.5, and now it's down to 3. I think that says something when the line shifts like that more people are picking Washington. So that's not always an indicator, but I mean my basic we're not doing any research or any analysis or anything. But basically I think Carolina's defense isn't very good. RG3 has been playing a lot better. He's been looking good. I mean, he just adds a dimension with his legs. They're playing at home. Carolina, I think Cam Newton, I think his head is up his ass. He's been criticized a lot. I don't know if he can handle it. I think defenses have found a way to play him and stop him. I mean, they're 1-6 this year. I know they played the Bears tough at home, that was pretty impressive. But I still think they got another road game. 2 weeks in a row they're traveling. They're going to Washington. Washington is desperate for a win. They're 3-5. They have to win. I mean, they have a bye next week. They have to win this week. Before the bye, they're going to be out of the division race if they lose this game. So I think Redskins have more to play for.
And then on a political note, with this game, when the last home game before the election, if the Washington wins, the incumbent party wins the election.
Huh.
If the away team wins, it means the opposition party wins the election.
Huh.
So
And there
look
you
out for
go.
it.
And this is why we're a great show, because we're well-rounded.
Yes.
Very well-rounded show. That's why we have 1 million or 2 million viewers.
Yeah. If you count.
so we didn't learn our lesson. We're 0-1 against Washington
Hey, way to be negative.
so far this season. Because I think their home field advantage sucks because a lot of those tickets are
Well, let me mention.
Yeah,
people
but
that
it's
aren't
Carolina.
from Washington.
Like the Steelers or somebody's gonna
Well,
bring a big fan
I know
base
what game
with them.
I know exactly what game he's bringing up, and you know why? I'm not saying it's the only reason why we lost, but do you know he's talking about the Bengals game? Remember the first play of the game, though, Scott? That stupid fullback
No, it was a receiver.
pass. Yeah, they trick play. I mean, I'm not saying it's the only reason that the Bengals won, but they were caught off guard. It was the first play of the game. If they don't score that touchdown, it's tied. Maybe it goes to overtime. I'm just saying. I understand the Bengals won, and I lost that. That was my pick. I remember picking the Redskins, and you're saying we're 0-1. But I think if you take away that stupid trick play, you never know what could happen.
But the other thing is too, I think Carolina is like one loss away from completely destroying themselves.
They're
Because
about
they
to
played
implode.
because they played a tough game against the Bears and they still lost. They still made the mistake at the end of the game to lose.
Yep. It's like they find ways to lose.
They find ways to lose, and it's only a 3-point spread. And it's not like they have to win by 1,000,000 points here. So,
And then the other thing interesting, I don't know if Scott's not in Washington anymore, so he doesn't follow the radio show like he used to. But didn't I think Shanahan basically came out and made fun of himself, said he sucked or something? Or
he said he put it on the line there.
Didn't he say like his coaching was horrible or something last week? He came out and made fun of himself basically about the
he put himself out there.
Yeah,
to try to protect his players a little bit.
Which,
yeah, they find ways to beat themselves, and that's what happened last week.
The Redskins?
But
no,
Scott,
I think they're just outclassed
the Redskins
a little bit in that game. Remember, they're playing the Steelers at Pittsburgh. Now they're playing the 1-6 Panthers at home this week.
Wait, Scott? Why are you putting doubt in our viewers' mind, you idiot? What are you doing? Yeah, what are you doing? Stop drinking the beer.
Because
you're supposed to be an impartial observer here.
Yeah.
Because if you will watch the Redskins show, I said, I hope you learn your lesson. And you guys were chumming it up and, patting each other in the back like, ha, 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 yeah, we learned our lesson the hard way. Now here we are back betting on the Redskins. I don't have a lot of confidence in
I know, but they're playing a team that's even less confident than they do.
That's all I'm saying.
They're 1-6 team.
Hey, we'll see, won't we?
Yeah, we will. We will find out.
And you got to eat crow.
Yo, that's right. Put me in my place, baby.
You got to dress up like a crow next week. You got to get a crow's costume.
You got to wear your own bag over your head.
Or a bag over your head.
And put the cowboy hat on top.
All right, so there you have it. Your next combined pick is the Washington Native Americans. And ladies and gentlemen, as always, a word from this week's Big Pick 4 sponsor.
A wise man once said, "Never mix business with pleasure." But when you use Old Spice Champion, mixing business with pleasure is nobody's business. Nope. Hope you like pancakes.
All right, we're back for the second half of Big Pick 4, Week 9. All right, let's have the shockers.
All right, do your
I'll do mine first.
Do your hand thing.
What's my hand thing?
The hand
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
That's the camera.
Yeah, sorry about last week, folks. Me and Dan were not on our game last week. Forgot our shocker of the week.
Yeah.
Shockers of the week. I'm going to start with obviously my pick, my Big B pick. Dolphins winning 30-9 against the Jets. The Jets, I don't know what happened to them. Maybe they just didn't show up. I don't know. Maybe they didn't get off the bus.
Yeah, and mine is the Tampa Bay's performance over Minnesota last week.
Yeah.
That was pretty amazing. They put up 36 and crushed them.
Yeah.
So that was something.
All right, hooray, Florida. It's good. I got to get one of my Tampa Bay beers out. Tampa Bay Bud Lights. All right, here we go.
I'll deal with it later.
With this week's first guarantee pick from Big Danny D, who is 6-2, right?
That's right, 6-2. Finished off a great first half. My guarantee pick this week, even though I guess people don't like to go with this, but it's Houston -10 at home against Buffalo. I believe both teams are coming off a bye, so that shouldn't be much of a factor. But the Texans have blown out each of their opponents at home except for Green Bay. They blew out everybody. They blew out Miami. They blew out Baltimore. They blew out somebody else. I forget off the top of my head. They blew out another team. They've won by double digits every single home game except for the one against Green Bay. They're rolling. They have a good team. The defense is playing very well. The quarterback's playing very well. The running back, they're well coached. They have good special teams. They're good defense. They have good offensive line. Everything. They're a very, very solid football team. Buffalo's inconsistent. Their defense isn't very good. They play one good week. They play one bad week. They beat a struggling Cardinals team a couple weeks ago, which I don't think means a whole lot. They lost at home to a bad Tennessee team. And I believe Houston's going to kick their ass. And that the 10-point spread should be exceeded easily in this game. They should win by 2 touchdowns at least. The way Houston just put up 40-plus points in these home games and held teams to like 17 or less because their defense is so well. They have a great pass rush. Buffalo has an awful offensive line. Buffalo's not going to be able to run the ball effectively, and Patrick Fitzpatrick, whatever the hell his name is, sucks. So for those reasons, I'm confident that Houston can definitely cover the spread in this game.
Yeah, Dan's being ballsy here with that
10-point spread. But as I said, Houston's blown out their home.
Back on the love train.
That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
10-point cover.
Hey, so do you have a comment there, Scott, about your rule against the big spreads?
No, that was your rule. You said.
I thought you said
there's
you
some
don't.
type of stat.
I thought you said you don't like the. No, you said that. Shut up, Dan. Didn't you say that last year? You said stay away from the big spread. No, you did say that. Don't lie. You did say that. You said that last year. You said stay away from the big spreads. I remember you said that.
No, I said Big D and Big B have not been successful against spreads bigger than -6.
Right, which is in a
That's
way
what I
you
said.
saying stay away from.
No, not me. I mean, I don't bet on NFL. Shit, that's insane.
Liar, liar, pants on fire.
But
But then Brian Big B said that if you go to Vegas and just bet the under on every over 10 cover in NFL history, you would now be the richest man in the
No,
world.
I said liar again. Misrepresented. I said last year, which is true. You can look this up. Last year, any spread over 7 that the team only covered 25% of the time. The team that was favored by more than 7.
Well, this will be the 25%. Houston has blown out every opponent except Green Bay at home. They're superior in every way, this Buffalo team. And because they're coming off a bye, the bye factor.
Yeah, I like the bye factor.
It's going to be gone because both of them are on bye weeks. Buffalo's offensive line stinks. They have a great pass rush. Their defense is awful. I mean, they give like 38 points to Tennessee, who scored a whole 13 against Indianapolis at home last week. So I really see this as a lopsided game.
So there you have it. Pick your Texans for the Big D guarantee, 6-2. Now for the Buru, 2-5-1. Try one game towards redemption, Buru.
For the Week 9 Big B guarantee, Big Buru guarantee, I'm going to go with the Giants. They are playing the Steelers. Steelers are traveling to New York. Now, here's an interesting thing. Me and Dan were talking about routines. The Steelers, you're supposed to go the day before, but because of the Hurricane Sandy, they can't show up until the day of the game. So that ruins the routines, and I think that has an effect on team psyche. So I think for that's one reason that I'm picking the Giants at -3.5. But I think the other reason is because I think they're going to play inspired because Hurricane Sandy destroyed New York. I think they're going to want to really play hard for their fans so their city can have something to rally around. Basically, I didn't even do any research. I just think that they're going to rally around the tragedy, and I just think they're going to win by more than 3.5. And I think the Steelers, because of the whole routine thing, they're going to be a little off kilter.
The injuries.
Other injuries?
Yeah, Jonathan Dwyer's not playing. Rashard Mendenhall's not playing. Troy Polamalu's not playing. James Harrison's been terrible this season.
Oh, there you go, too. Okay.
So, and I agree with you. I think the Giants are going to come out very inspired because I think the people want something to be happy about, despite all the horrible things that have been going on lately.
Yeah, good point. So pick your Jersey Giants, the Buru guarantee, trying to get back to being the Big B. You have to be the Buru until you're at least 500, right?
That's right. That's right. And this starts this week. He's going to be only 2 games under 500 after this.
That's right. That's a good pick. So let's have the Week 9 man violation, Big B.
All right. I've had much discussion about this. Week 9, I've had arguments from my fellow friend here, Dan, a fellow about my man violation for Week 9. I think he said his dad.
Well, I think you need to
His dad has
differentiate because
one.
there are certain ones of these things I do agree look kind of like girly. But others are more managed. They look more like motorcycles. But some of these are kind of like, why is this guy riding this thing?
All right. Well, Dan, if he wants, can get his own show and do his own man violation show. But in week 9, man violation is any man who rides a moped or a Vespa. Now, my only exception is Chinese food delivery men.
Like the guy who hugged him.
they are allowed to ride mopeds or Vespas. A man should ride a motorcycle. And I've had people come all day at work. Well, what about this exception? What if I have a hot chick on the back of my moped? I don't care. Then your hot chick needs to find a real man. You know what I'm saying?
Well, obviously they have the hot chick and you don't. So.
But then the hot chick needs to come to BKO because BKO is the real man over here.
Maybe
Anyway.
like Lopez.
Whatever. Anyway, that is my man violation. Do you have any comments there, brother Scott? Do you have a moped that did you just buy one?
No, the other exemption is if you're in Southeast Asia. Because that's a family passenger vehicle for them.
Yeah, okay, but we're in America. I mean, my man violations are America. Scott.
I mean, they'll have one kid on the handlebars.
Oh my God.
One, the wife and 2 kids on the back.
Dan's getting bored. Crickets. Woo, woo, woo. I can't do a cricket.
No, that's more like an ambulance.
No, it was so funny because one time I saw a stream of blood leading up to one of these mopeds that the people had crashed, and I said, "Oh my God, this is going to be bad." And then I realized it was like a liver that had fallen out of their grocery bag and made the blood trail along the road when they wiped out.
Oh man! Well, that goes to dinner.
Oh, and also, I just want I want to point to all my viewers out there that the man violation is my man violation. You're not going to change my mind. You're not going to throw scenarios out there. I already made the exception. The exception is if you're trying to get laid. If your girlfriend makes you watch a Lifetime show, then I'll allow it. But if you're voluntarily doing these things, like my buddy today, he brought up that he went to a poetry reading because there are a lot of hot girls there and he's trying to pick them up. That's not an exception. Just because you go to a knitting class to pick up girls doesn't make the knitting any less manly or more manly. It's not an exception.
And
there's other ways to pick up chicks. Go to a bar and pick up a chick.
But the what was that first thing you mentioned? The not the writing. Oh, I forgot what I was gonna say.
Yeah. Oh, too bad.
Yeah.
Oh, too bad.
Too bad.
Oh, now I need the sound effect. The Price is Right, when they lose sound effect.
Yeah,
So
by the way, there's a violation on The Price is Right. They have a male model now on that show.
No shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's a violation.
That is a good call, Dan.
Oh man, I mean,
That's
does Drew Carey go over and grope him too?
Thank you. That's a good point, Dan.
I mean, that's part of the charm of the show that they had these women.
Oh.
Yeah, but as Brian said, if you want to get your own man violation show, you can. Now you're dogpiling on more man violations of your own choosing. Just let me caveat, those are not official Big Pick 4 man violations sanctioned by the show. Only if they come from Big B.
That's right. That's right. Thank you, Scott. Thank you, brother Scott.
You Irish bastards.
Because Dan got upset because his dad has a moped.
No, he doesn't. He has a scooter, but it looks like a
scooter.
But it's not a Vespa. It looks like a motorcycle.
But that's still a man violation. I'm sorry, Dan.
It looks like if you saw it, you think it's a motorcycle.
Hey, my brother committed a man violation. Nobody's above man violations.
Except somehow you.
Because I create them.
How about living in an apartment without toilet paper? Is that a violation?
Did I have toilet paper?
You didn't when we went to the Pass and Kick show.
And guess what was next door? The convenience
Omar's, a terrorist store that Brian helps promote terrorism.
So there you have it. Your Skins, Colts, Texans, and Giants. One underdog is the Big O. The Colts are 3-1 at home. Dolphins are banged up. What's the status of the Dolphins QB that went out last week?
I think he's playing. He has to play.
Yeah.
But he's going to have a bad calf, so let's see what happens.
Hey, I have a early comment here, Scott. I think this is the second or third time you picked the Colts as your big O. You like those Colts, huh?
That's right.
think he likes that.
That's my love train.
I think it's a good pick at home to pick the Colts.
Hey,
I mean, I'm 4-4.
What's your record? I didn't see. What's your record?
I'm 4-4, but if you take away the 0-4 week, which I didn't have a winning pick, I'm 4-3 as far as I'm concerned.
So if you take away all the weeks that you lost, you're 4-0.
So as always, go out and charter a boat, catch a giant tuna, sell it for hundreds of thousands of dollars, take all that money immediately and bet on Big Pick 4. There's actually some boats that you can just kind of just floating around out there nowadays. Probably easy to find a boat.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Saw a lot of them out there.
Yeah, a lot of boats.
Uncounted, unclaimed.
Yeah, you can make it over to New Jersey and get the boat. Those poor people.
Go out and place your bets and
Score with Big Pick 4.
yes, sir.
Hey, so how old are you, bro? 48?
Go ahead. Go on.
Are you? You're 40. You're 48, right? He's not.
Yes.
You're 48, right?
Me.
Yes.
Happy birthday, bro. Yeah, I wish you were here to drink, man. I wish you could have a drink.
Me too.